Hello, Twin Minds here. Welcome back to Autonauts. I'd like to introduce you to my teams. Last time, I had no idea what the heck teams were for, or how to use them. But I figured it out, and there was no tutorial for it. I literally had to click buttons until I figured it out. But, I figured out teams. So, we have our lumberjacks in the lovely center here, involving Graves, our digger, Johnny, named after Johnny Appleseed, Kenny, the logger, who brings logs back there. We have Paul, chopping trees, and we have Twiggy picking up the sticks. Then we have our miners, Bam Bam and Pebbles. And at our lumber yard here, we have Carver, Plank 2x4. Very few people will get that reference. I actually had to look it up. And we have Stacks and Sticks. And then Tool Team Alpha, featuring Thing 1, Thing 2, and Thing 3. Not sure there ever was a Thing 3, but I figured he fit in. And then, of course, the Poopsmith. I figured the cow was lonely, so I assigned him a robot to follow him around and pick up his poop. For no apparent reason, other than I'm pretty sure I'll eventually need that stuff, so why not just start collecting it? Why not? So, that was going to be my plan for this time, was to do the whole Teams tutorial until I found out that there wasn't one. So, the next step is to finish off this tools thing, where I do believe we're going to unlock a whole new series of tutorials to do. So, let's do that. All I need to do is have them craft one more pick, and then we should be good. So let's go free up the slot here. And get that happening. Plan complete. I have made a bunch of stuff. And I get a commemorative slab for that one. Ding. Done. Certificate. I've got plumber's dungarees. Sure, why not? Here's a new set of plans to complete. To get the colonization process underway, you can choose either fruit or mushrooms as a food source. Fruit or mushrooms, you say? Berries released, berries planted, and berries stored. Sure. And then, of course, over here, all we have is mushroom dug, mushroom planted, and loose mushrooms stored. So, either, or possibly both of these. Let's start off with the berries, because it's the first on the list. Click the blueprints button to access the database. Click the food button. Berries. Who'd have guessed it? You can use a stick or a flail to beat... Flail? To beat a bush to release the fruit. Okay. So literally just pick up a stick and hit a bush with it. That feels like a thing I can do. Is that the end of that tutorial? Yeah, that was the end of that tutorial. Okay, well, let's go pick up a stick and hit something with it. How many spare sticks on the ground? No, because Twiggy's doing her job and putting all the sticks in the box. Let me grab a stick. I have a stick. We have plenty of berries around, so let's just hit that. Wow, that takes quite a bit of effort. Alright, I have a berry. Great. I'm assuming I'm supposed to pick a bot for that, to do that pretty quickly here. Sure. Let me make a bot. One sec. So, I have my bots here. I just built two of them because I realized that I need one for berry picking and one for berry collecting. So we can start off with, I guess, the easier one. You, sir. I need you to record. Pick up berry in this general area. Sure, why not? And then put in box. Do that forever. Yeah, just do it forever. Yeah, that's fine. Just do it forever. Simple. Alright, so he's going to pick berries whenever there are berries to be picked. That's easy. Next up is you. I need you to pick up a stick. Repeat until hands are not full. So just pick up a stick. And then come over here. Beat up that bush. Great job. And also do that in this whole area. And then repeat the bush part forever. No, not forever, because forever is going to make it so that it never stops. Until here. Alright, I'm going to have to figure that one out at some point. Oh, we have if button. I don't know why I didn't notice that before, but we have if buttons. Okay, that's a different thing. So how about forever? And get rid of you? There we go. If hands are not full, if hands are empty, go get a stick. And then do bushes. So as long as he's got a stick, he's going to skip going and picking up stick and beat up some bushes. If he doesn't have a stick, he's going to go get one. Do that. So he's going to pick up a stick. And he's going to come over to one of these bushes, hit it with a stick until there's a berry that pops out. Which apparently takes quite a bit of effort for both me and him. And then he's going to come over and pick it up, put it in a box. I could slimline that and wait until he has a full handful of berries, but since it's such a small travel spot right here, it's not a big deal. It's fine. I might anyway, but, you know, I'll be at my off time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be that slimlined. So we now have berries incoming, and apparently we can also plant berries. Interesting. You, sir, where's your area? Your area extends out to here, and this is an unused space. So let's do that. Okay, berry. Plant it. Okay, so hopefully that will grow at some point in the near future, and I will have an additional berry bush. Now, granted, I need to plant 20 of those, so I need to have a whole berry farm to work with. That's something I might do down here. I mean, 20 is not that many. 20 is like a 4x5 space, and I happen to have a 4x5 space like right here. So maybe this is prime berry territory. Yeah, let's do that. Prime berry territory. Maybe it would be easier if I did a 25, because then I'd have a center, and I can make the robots do it. Yeah, let me get some robots for that, and I'll get back to you in a moment. Alright, time to plant some berries. This is my fresh new bot. I already gave him a shovel. So down here is my perfect 5x5 space. So record, dig this spot. Okay, dug. Do it in a smaller space, please. 5x5. No. Can I... Haha! We can click and drag. Alright, that's... Sure, let's do that. Okay, so that's the space that I want you to work on. I forgot to save it. 5x5, save. There we go. And then repeat that. Just do it. That's it. Just do it. Alright, so he's going to dig for a little while. I'm going to help because it's going to take forever if I don't help. And sometime later, my digging is done. To be honest, I did more than half the work, but the bot helped a little bit, so he's fine in my book. The next step is to get all this planted with berries. I also did wait until we have enough berries in storage to do that, so let's teach this bot the right button to push and get his little thingy cleared out. There we are. So, follow me, pick up a berry, and then come over here and plant a berry. It's a heck of a journey, and it's probably going to take a little while, but that's fine. I have a little while to take. Alright, this space needs to be a little bit shrunken. Perfect. And do that forever. At least until it's done. It'll be forever, but that's fine. Alright, you are done. Carry on. We have one berry planted. My other one did grow up. It's actually pretty quick, so that's fine. He's going to carry on his berry making business. We're done with the berries released and stored, so all we're going to do is do that planting, and then this thing will be done. So I just realized that bush grew inside of my head. I am now a berry. I am berry. So the next step is mushrooms. Let's see the little tutorial here. Blueprints. Database. Mushrooms. Surprise! You dig them up. Great, thanks. That's a hell of a tutorial right there. Thanks. You dig them up. Love it. Perfect. Alright, let's grab my shovel and get some mushrooms dug up. Because ultimately, I'm going to do about the same and make that spot here. I cleared up a little space. I had that that beehive that was swarming around here. I moved that. It's now in my beehive pile. I don't know what to do with that just yet, but it looks like if eventually we can do some apiaries and get some honey out of that. That'd be kind of neat. But for right now, let's just dig up some mushrooms. I have mushrooms over here. Let's do that. Great, mushrooms. Okay, so they spawn a number. I didn't really intend to dig that, but that's fine. I'll dig that space. Sure, I have turf. That's a new thing I didn't know existed. Why not? So when I dug up the mushrooms, they gave me 2 or 3? No, that gave me 3 per. Okay, good to know. So that tells me that we're going to have to figure out some sort of solution to storing some and planting the others, because I'm assuming we replant these. In fact, let's test that theory. Dig a hole. Because clearly Catbot's not going to help me with this idea. Grab a mushroom. Plant a mushroom. Yup, that's it. Exactly what happens. Now the only thing I don't know is... Perfect. It will not dig until they are ready to be dug. So I don't need to do any sort of weird logic to teach my bots that sort of information. That's good to know. So then... Really, you've managed to plant 1? Oh yeah, that's gonna be a long-term situation, I'm sure. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go ahead and pin this just because we're gonna need to do it. I'm going to start with you guys. No, I'm not gonna start with you guys because you guys can stop with this little berry nonsense over here and move your whole project this direction. So let's see if I can do that an easy way. Hopefully. You, berry bush, can I move your whole thing? Nope, stop. Edit. Thing. Can I move this down here? I can. So I don't have to reteach them logic, I can just readjust where they're looking. Perfect. That's easy. That means you can do the same thing. This I'm going to give him a little bit of a wider area, because those berries tend to fall a little bit outside of the bush range. Doesn't need to be too terribly big, but enough that he can actually find them if they go places, which apparently the berries are going to go places just fine. So we'll stop that. You can do your thing. Go. I didn't save the other guy, did I? I didn't. Which one are you and why didn't I do it right? You. Edit. That. Right. I forgot to save. It's fine. We learn from our mistakes. Sometimes. Done. Go. Alright, his battery is done right now as I speak. So you're going to carry on now. and go back to beaten bushes over here. In fact, I can't click on him. Okay. You are the berry collector. Ah, I forgot to tell him his storage is elsewhere. That might be a challenge. Is it smart enough to let me just move the storage to a new location? Storage. Does that work? No, because he's confused. Wait, nope, unconfused. Have you learned? You learned! So they're tied to the individual storage object. Okay, so apparently I messed him up a little bit, but it's fine. He's just got a couple berry friends that he's gonna forever hold on to. That's fine. So you can move storage, and they just follow the storage wherever it goes. You can move the location; they'll follow the location wherever that goes. That's a whole lot less reteaching and stuff that I thought I'd have to do. Great, I love it. I don't love having to recharge these guys by winding up their backs every once in a while, but I'm assuming there's some sort of solution to that eventually. Because these guys, my god, they run out of power really fast. Okay. So now I need a bot. Do I have a bot? I have my bot who's still planting berries. I'm going to help him out a little bit. So be back in a bit when we get all these planted. Hooray, I did the thing! I got Adventurer's Top. I can be Link. And I got my slab. Great. I'm gonna finish planting these berries. Just about done, and that will free up my robot to do some digging for me over here, because I didn't want to have to do all that by hand. I'm gonna have to reteach him to do it all, but that's fine. Well, that took me a little bit of time to get prepared, but I think I'm all set up. So I've got my storage for mushrooms over here. I've already done a little bit of cleanup of the general area, so we have quite a few mushrooms already, but that's fine. I also expanded the box for berry storage as well, and I have a few bots ready to go to get this mushroom farm up and operational. So first things first, we have to plant mushrooms, which should be simple enough. I just need to teach this guy. Come with me, grab a mushroom. Yeah. And then plant a mushroom. Yep. And then we need to do that in a smaller area. And do that forever. This is your life now. Go. Next up, we need a new bot. And let's head this general direction. So we need a new bot. You will do nicely. I need you to follow me. I need you to grab a shovel. And only do that if your hands are empty. Perfect. Next step. You don't have a shovel yet, but it's fine. You'll figure it out once you get one. Next step, come over here. Now, the only thing I don't know is if he can dig the whole area, and if that will include holes in the ground and mushrooms. But let's start with the holes in the ground, because I need that first. So we have our hole dug. We need to adjust that spacing ever so slightly. Here. Perfect. And then I need you to dig forever. Actually, what I did over at the berry box is I told them to dig until the box is full. Or rather, I told them to beat the berry bush until the box is full and then stop, so that we don't have to worry about that. It may not be an issue, Because if the berries are being consumed constantly, then this should constantly happen. But if for whatever reason that box is full, just stop. Just stop. So until question mark is full. Go. Go get your shovel. The shovel acquired. On his way back. And these guys are already out of juice. Oh, this is a never-ending chore keeping these guys charged up. There's more over here. They're just never-ending. I even had to recharge the poop smith. But anywho, so he dug hole. Other dude's planting mushrooms in said hole. Now, are you going to do your thing? He ignored it. So he is specifically looking for soil. Because the mushrooms are different than the berries. The berries are just, the bushes are always there, so they just grow berries and they need to be hit with a stick. The mushrooms, you have to dig them up. And they pop out of the ground. And then you have a fresh plot of dirt that you have to dig up to replant mushrooms. So I think the simplest answer is I need another bot doing that. That's fine. I'm going to do that because that'll be easier than trying to figure out how to get one bot to dig both dirt and mushrooms. So now, I need this guy. I did make an extra robot, so it's handy. You, sir. Come with me. Pick up a shovel. And of course, we need to if that for if his hands are empty. That was not the correct button. And then come over here, find a mushroom to dig. And do that forever. Also, dig mushrooms in here. And go. Still has to go get his shovel, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine. You already need charging, dang. I need a solution to that. I don't know what the solution is. Can I teach another bot to charge other bots? Possibly. Would that be useful? Probably not. Because then the one bot will just be running around constantly charging things, and I need to charge him. And I would have to find him all the time. I don't know. Maybe it's worth looking into. Then I can have another bot following him around to charge him up all the time. It'll just be a never-ending cycle. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Have a couple layers deep of cycling, charging robots. Have some responsible for different areas. Have one responsible for charging up the chargers, and then have one responsible for charging the chargers. Things to consider. It's a stupid idea, but I kind of want to try it out. Maybe I'll do that in my off time here. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so now we have mushrooms going. I need to make one more bot, so let me do that. Alright, lovely bot acquired. You are just going to be a simple robot. I need you to come pick up mushrooms. And we need to adjust that area ever so slightly. That 7x7 should be good, because they don't seem to be popping out of that area. Good. And then put it in a box. Actually, yes. So, repeat. Pick up mushrooms until hands full. And then drop off mushrooms until hands empty. Repeat forever. And this repeat forever shouldn't be a problem, because until hands are empty would mean if he can't drop off mushrooms because it's full, then he's just going to stop doing work. So that should be fine. Do the thing. So now he's going to go around picking up mushrooms, and the other one will have mushrooms to pick up to plant. This seems effective. What I could do is the mushroom planter, I could also have him picking up multiple mushrooms until his hands are full to plant them, so that he doesn't have to make as many back and forth trips. In fact, let's do that once I can get him isolated. There you are. You're my planter. You, sir, come here. You. Stop. Record. Take mushroom from storage needs to be a repeat until hands are full. And then this needs to be a repeat until hands are empty. Perfect. Do that. Now he just picked up 3. And now he's gonna go plant 3. So many robots need charging. And we have 1 more mushroom that needs to be dug before this farming food is complete. And here we go, our final mushroom digging. Great. I got a mushroom hat. And I got a farming commemorative slab. Wonderful. So that is it for the berries and the mushrooms. Next up is colonization. That's going to be a whole nother ball game, because up until now I haven't had people to deal with. I've just been my lonely self here, taking care of a bunch of very needy robots. You're so needy. But the next time we visit this, I will be able to call in some colonists and see what I can do to make them happy. I know nothing about that process, and I didn't see a tutorial listed there, so hopefully there will be something that pops up as soon as I get my first colonist or something to teach me what I'm doing, because I don't know if I can handle whiny, screamy colonists without some sort of help. Well, it'll be fine. In the meantime, my robots are doing their work, and I'm happy with that. So that'll be it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.